My wife texted, "Working late at the office again tonight." Then I surprised her with Thai food and caught her with her ex. She cried. "It's not what it looks like." I walked out without a word. Her face when I filed for divorce and got a restraining order after she trashed my house. Hi, Reddit. I'm Ethan, 36. Honestly, I'm not sure if I'm writing this to vent, to organize my thoughts, or just to leave a record somewhere that this actually happened. Either way, here it goes. Lauren, my wife of 8 years, had been cheating on me with Jason, my co-worker, for 5 months. Yes, 5 months. And not just occasional slip-up. I mean full-on emotional and physical affair. I found out completely by accident. Like a punch to the gut I didn't see coming. She left her phone on the bathroom counter one night. It buzzed while she was in the shower. A glance at the screen, one tiny preview message. "Still thinking about yesterday. You're incredible." That was Jason, my coworker, the guy I trusted, the guy I thought was my friend. My stomach sank, my mind screamed, but my body went numb. I didn't confront her. I didn't yell. I didn't throw anything. I didn't cry or storm out. I felt something else. This icy, weird clarity. Mixed in with all the explicit messages were details about finances, about our shared assets, about plans for a divorce. Messages like, "After I file, he's going to be blindsided. LOL, can't wait to take half his 401k. She wasn't just cheating. She was planning a financial hit while laughing at me. And in that moment, I decided I would not react. I would document everything and wait. The next 5 months were a surreal blur pretending. At work, I smiled at Jason like everything was normal, shook his hand after a meeting, laughed at his bad jokes. Lauren would flirt with him openly when she thought I wasn't looking. Leaning into his desk, touching his arm. Every glance, every smirk, every laugh. There were tiny knives in my chest. But I didn't act. I couldn't. I had a plan. At home, I acted normal, almost aggressively normal. Coffee in the morning. Casual questions about her day. Dinner on the table, TV after, all the things couples do. Meanwhile, I was documenting. Screenshots of every message, every photo. Credit card statements showing hotel rooms, expensive dinners, lingerie purchases. One weekend, she told me she was going away with friends. The receipts showed 2 people at a boutique hotel. Over $8,000 in 5 months. $8,000 of my money spent on her cheating. And I saved it all. Every single detail. Ms. Collins, my attorney, told me to let Lauren make the first move and to keep collecting evidence. I did. 5 months of cold strategy. 5 months of pretending. 5 months of waking at 2 a.m. screenshotting her messages. Tracking hotel charges. Watching cars in parking lots. I drove by the hotel once. Noted the plates. Took photos. Timestamps. I couldn't react. Couldn't speak. Couldn't even show that I was aware. Every day was a lesson in patience, restraint, and calculated detachment. Lauren finally made her move. She came home. "We need to talk." Calm. Fake rehearsed. "I think we should separate." That's it. No explanation. No apology. I nodded slowly, kept my face blank, and listened while she laid out her plan to split everything 50-50, sell the condo, split equity. I nodded, pretended to consider it. In truth, I already knew how the law would side. 2 days after she moved out, I filed. She was served at work. Jason went pale when the process server asked for him, and I felt nothing. Her attorney sent demands, half of everything, spousal support, the usual. I handed Ms. Collins every bit of evidence, every screenshot, every receipt, every hotel stay, every credit card charge, photos of cars at the hotel, timeline of meetings. Ms. Collins filed everything, and we waited. The preliminary hearing was surreal. Lauren was there with her sister. She looked awful. Weight loss, dark circles, disheveled hair. Her attorney tried to paint me as vindictive, as cruel, as someone who had to punish her for growing apart. Ms. Collins laid out facts, cold and precise. Texts where Lauren mocked me, laughed about my obliviousness, planned to take half my 401k, hotel receipts, photos. The judge read the messages aloud, and Lauren started crying. Her sister tried to console her, but it was useless. I felt nothing. The ruling. My 401k untouched. The condo split 60-40. It's in my favor. Restitution of $12,000 for affair-related expenses. No spousal support. The judge's words were clear. Fraud and deception have consequences. Lauren's attorney tried again. Judge's response. Lying to your spouse while using their money to cheat is a mistake. Case closed. After the courthouse, Lauren tried to approach me. Please, Ethan, can we just talk? I shook my head. Your attorney can contact mine. That was all that needed to be said. Her sister yelled at me, called me cruel. I didn't care. I'd spent 5 months meticulously documenting betrayal. I wasn't cruel, I was protected. The social fallout was strange. Lauren posted vague messages online about financial abuse and controlling exes. Friends rallied around her. Jason quit quietly after HR investigated. Mutual friends picked sides. I moved into a smaller condo, 1 bedroom, no memories attached. Silent, peaceful, crushing. I started therapy. First session, therapist asked about guilt. Guilty for the coldness, for pretending for 5 months, for shutting down my emotions to survive. She said it was trauma response, self-preservation mode. I think she's right. Dating has been weird. Trust is fragile. Every vague answer makes my brain spin worst-case scenarios. But slowly I'm trying. Lauren's best friend reached out. I'm sorry. You deserve better. I thanked her. Nothing more. No revenge, no dramatic fallout, just consequences. Lauren's financially strained. Relationships damaged, reputation tarnished. Jason moved out of state. Engaged to someone else. Life moved on. The condo sale proceeds plus restitution sit in savings. Work is fine. Running clears my head. Some nights, the silence is unbearable. I order takeout, watch Netflix, sleep. Recovery is uneven, messy, slow. Do I regret documenting everything? No, it saved me financially. Do I regret being cold for 5 months? Sometimes. I wish it hadn't been necessary. Lauren reached out once. I'm sorry. I didn't respond. Divorce done. Restitution paid. Condo sold. Folder filed away. I'm 36, single. Starting over. Not the life I imagined, but it's mine. Slowly. I'm learning to be okay with that. What people don't realize is how much this affects your daily life before anything legal happens. I had to interact with Jason at work every single day, watching them laugh, talk, and touch in ways that made my stomach twist. I watched Lauren type texts at her desk while pretending to work. Every detail mattered. I even started keeping a small journal, notes on receipts, dates, and observations. Coffee runs, lunch breaks, leaving late intentionally to see if she'd sneak out early. Small surveillance routines, completely passive but mentally exhausting. Sleeping at night was the worst. She'd come to bed. I'd stare at the ceiling, replaying texts, plotting next steps. Pretending to be normal was an act of sheer discipline. Friends asked why I seemed quiet. I smiled. Work stress, I said. No one knew. I couldn't let anyone know. Every friend's question, every colleague's casual remark was a trigger. I became hyper-aware. A 5-month exercise in controlling the uncontrollable. Even after the ruling, adjusting to life alone is weird. The condo is quiet. I run every morning to shake off memories. I'm learning to cook simple meals again. I check my phone less obsessively, but I still flinch at notifications. I'm learning boundaries again. Trust slowly, carefully. Social media still stings. Mutual friends' reactions, Lauren's posts, Jason's new engagement announcement. But over time, the sting dulls. Therapy helps. Some days, the cold detachment I cultivated saves me. Other days, I feel the weight of 5 months pretending. 5 months of being hollow inside to survive. Trauma, Ms. Collins said, leaves marks. Legal victories don't erase emotional scars. But I survived, and for that, I am grateful. I won. Financially, legally, practically, emotionally, slowly, day by day, piece by piece. This is what recovery looks like. Messy, nonlinear, quiet, sometimes lonely, sometimes peaceful. but it's real, and I'm learning to be okay with it.